25 hours of the case. Episode 3 was the 35-hour mark. And episode 4, we are right around the 48-hour mark.
Wow. That's all right.
So, for those of you that understand what that means, so just to let you know, we are creeping up to the first 48 hours.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
so
I don't know what that means, but all right.
So, well, I mean, I designed it, and I'm like, I designed it to be like, but anyway, it's okay. It's okay. For those of people that know what that means, you can illuminate Michael or Tracy after. So we pick up. You're following these old money vampires in to this mansion. So we're gonna do the first D20. Give me a perception check.
All right. That is oof. That is a 4.
That's a
So
4. That's a 4. You can't see shit.
I think I'm a little distracted. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
the vampire bats got a little piece out of me after all.
So I will give you what? Oh, what?
No, that was me looking around and being like, huh?
Yeah. So just to give you some context, vampire bats are flying freely now over your head. The mist is creeping in. And the smells you can smell are swampy musk. Like when you head to a swamp and you can smell that. If you ever been to Louisiana or the swampy area, it smells like kind of like that musky, swampy odor, right? And it's very peculiar for I mean, obviously, this Dark Quarter is like very peculiar itself because nothing is what Utopia is, right? There's like buildings popping up. I'm just like, because some fuckwits out there are gonna be like, "Oh, see, they're talking about like guys."
Why we? Yeah, they're talking about politics in an imaginary world that was used to create an imaginary character.
Yeah.
Who cares what the Dong Lords think, bro? So basically, China has taken over Alaska, and that is the situation that we're in when the creation of Liberty Prime was started, right? So basically, America is looking at things and going, okay, we're stuck in this crazy war. How do we turn the tide? Specifically, how do we retake Alaska? And that's where the concept of Liberty Prime was birthed. And it's one of the most insane and amazing concepts where they said, let's make 100-foot tall combat robot, just this gigantic, over the top, insane military device.
Jeez.
That also, it's awesome, and it also
I think
spews.
We have it beside me, right? We have the art.
Yeah, there is a giant robot beside you on the screen right now.
Oh, right.
I keep waiting for him to reach out and rub you on the top of the head for luck.
Well, that's what happens. That's I just we're on StreamYard, and everybody seems to like it.
With some of the things that we liked about the book, because I mean, it's every single person that I've talked to about starting this new series and kicking it off strong with The Killing Joke. It's gotten a reaction, either positive or negative. This book has gotten a reaction. It's definitely well known. It's a huge book in the comic industry that had a huge effect.
For sure.
For sure. So it's definitely a banger to come out the gate with. So why don't you tell me your first kind of positive things about the book that you liked?
I like how it was it's a Elseworld stories. We should just purposize with onomatopoeia with that. And for those of you that don't know what an Elseworld stories is, it is something that is a story, but it is non-canon. However, the large majority of comic book fans point to this as definitive origin. I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say.
I don't either, because this felt like 2 episodes of absolutely, like they could have put these 2 episodes together and it still would have been nothing.
Yeah. And for those of you that they're suffering along with us, you don't have to.
Yeah.
You really don't. And for those of you who are like, wait, caveman, Bach, I know. Listen. We have went down this tunnel before. We know, okay? It's just, we're just accepting the shitstorm. So, where do you want to begin first, man?
Well, we'll start at the beginning.
Yeah.
Because more or less, I mean, this is in preparation of the big fight.
Yeah, the boxing.
The Chinese boxing.
This episode may contain loose forms of nudity and cavemen growling aggressively. Viewer discretion is highly advised. We are not your parents. Like, share, join, and follow us to keep up to date with all of our sexy shenanigans, yo. It's gonna be lit, brah. It's gonna be very lit. And when I say shenanigans, oh, you have no idea. If you're already watching us on YouTube, then guys, it's been like a bajillion years since YouTube came out. You should already know what to do. Smash that like and subscribe button. Actually, no. Is the like button still around on YouTube? Is it? I don't think it is. But if it is, smash that like and subscribe button. Oh, and share this as well. That's really important. I won't bite. Not really. Okay. All right. Maybe just a little caveman nibble. Just a little. A big fist pump goes up in the air to Donna AI and Music Man for the incredible music that is in this episode. All rights belong to their respected copyright owners, or all rights are reserved for their respective copyright owners. Yeah. I got it right. Yeah. Which is Christopher Michael Eggers, me, a.k.a. the Caveman. So if you're ready, guys, I should be ready at this point. Let's get ready to cross the line. Join the tribe. Ugg Club for life.
Join the Caveman and his crew. Paint on my face, just a move. We are you good up for life. Mark it on my skin. That sign from the campfire glow at night to the screen right in your eyes. Original stories, wild and true. You can feel them cut right through. Bring that spark straight to you. Every drop, every view. Must see TV. Join the tribe, cross the line. Build your club for life. Say the word, you're inside. Must see TV. From the cave to the timeline. Build your club for life. Raise your hand. That's the sign. That's the sign. Shouting names side by side when the came in cold. first beat. We commit. Once you're in, that's it. On the banner we lift. Whole world watching this. Must see TV. Join the tribe. Cross the line. You're your club for life. Hey. Say the word. You're inside. Must see TV. From the cave to the timeline. You're your club for life. Hey. Once you're in, I'll get them for life. Call it out. Hey. I'll go, never doubt. I'll go, side by side. Hey. You get club for life. For life. For life. Hey. Must see TV. Join the tribe. Cross the line. You get club for life. Hey. Say the word. You're inside. Must see TV. From the cave to the timeline. You get club for life. Hey. Once you're in, you're in for life. Click on the screen, save all names and the credits roll. Same safe hands on the wheel again, same store spun out of control. Then you walk in, script in your hand, fire in your eyes. Slide over, I'll drive this thing. Let's see what happens if we try. In the captain's chair, you call it every shot from here. From the sequel to the pilot. Can you turn the ship around this year? Take the reins, take control, grab the frame, grab the roll. In the captain's chair, we'll see if you can make it there. Oh yeah.
You know what, Bussy? You know what I don't understand?
What don't you understand?
So we were obviously doing the queue up, right?
Yeah.
And people were seeing me go off screen, slamming my phone down. So it doesn't share from the main account, right? Where we
Right.
have over 6,000 followers.
Right.
But I share it to the group, right? And I can share it that what does it matter? Like, I don't understand what's happening.
I don't get it either.
Yeah, anyway. How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to a brand new episode of The Captain's Share, episode 1. And this is where it all starts again. We're here. We've done the blueprint. We've done the pro. We've done everything. Now you only have one job. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. What would I do if I was sitting in the captain's chair of a rebooted Power Rangers series? But before we do that, before we get to season 1, called The Path to Power, we have some growls to give out, don't we, Mossy?
Yeah, we do. We got 3 today.
All right.
And up first, we've got Bit Robert Sonker.
Bit Robert Sonker, from us to you, my friend. You get a great big caveman.
Up next, we have Paul F. Kramer.
Paul F. Kramer. Oh, I like that. Like the show Kramer. My friend, from us to you, you get a great big caveman. Kelsey Grammer? Is that who's
What?
watching us?
No?
Okay.
What?
Okay, I don't know.
And
That would be kind of cool.
I think that would be very interesting.
Yeah. Frasier himself.
And last but not least, we've got Maman Sani Marathi?
One day you're going to get screwed up on these names, and
One
I
day.
am going to be here.
But not today.
From us to you, you got a great big bad caveman. All right, so now we start with season 1 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, subtitled The Path to Power. And we start with episode 1, which is called The Day of the Dumpster. Because that name just works on so many levels. So, for reference points, each episode in real time would be around 35, 40 minutes. So we have a lot of room to play with. So we start on the moon, of course. And we have 2 generic astronauts. It doesn't matter who their name is. They're going to be cannon fodder soon. And they come across this ancient container, right? It's a Men on the Moon mission. We could see like the shuttlecraft in the background and all this kind of stuff. Their base, and they decide not to just examine it. Oh no, we're gonna open this thing. So they do. Eventually, it's hard because it's heavy, and when they do, mystical, magical, black energy kind of swirls out from inside, and we have Rita Repulsa, a little bit modernized, not as cheesy because we don't have to worry about the Sentai footage. And fine for all you Kamen Riders out there, fans, the Kamen Rider footage. We don't have to worry about that. We can make our own Rita.
What do you got against Kamen Rider?
It was a horrible show, okay?
What do you mean was?
It was a horrible show.
It's still very active.
In Japan it is.
Yeah.
It's just it didn't work here. It didn't work here. It should have worked.
Yeah.
But her scepter is not as comically big. It's smaller, more menacing. Maybe has like black, silver, and gold. The crescent moon. Not like Sailor Moon copyright or anything, because we don't want to deal with that. Just like a circle with maybe like a gem through it, I'm thinking. And instead of like a hat with 2 ridiculous big horns on it, let's just have nothing, because that's fucking ridiculous, right? She has a royal garb out on, okay? And we have Goldar in the back. I wouldn't change anything. I wouldn't. I would not change anything with them. We got Finster. Would not change anything with Finster. Maybe make him a little less cheesier. That's all I would do. I'm suggesting here. This is what I would do. The 2 other lackeys, Baboon and what's his name? Baboon and
I have no idea.
yeah,
Honestly.
the other guy. Maybe she has them. Maybe she doesn't. Personally, I wouldn't, because they're not going to be relevant in this show. Okay? So what she does now to the astronauts, of course the astronauts say, "Who are you?" She says, "Your new empress. Now be gone from my sight." And she takes her staff or scepter or whatever and puts them inside the dumpster and flings the dumpster into space. Like, be gone with you. This is going to be a villain-centric episode. We have 35, 40 minutes to play with here. So just let's make her a proper threat. Threat. So Goldar says an empress needs a palace. And Rita says, "I like your suggestion, Goldar." She raises her staff or scepter, whatever you want it at the time. She raises it up. We have this great effect where the palace just like rises from the ground from her black magic. I think that would be really, really cool. It rises all the way on top. So it just like has this great effect where it just comes out of the ground like slowly. Right? It's a 5-minute sequence. Right? And we go in to the palace, and it's an episode where we get to because in the first episode we never got to explore it. We get a great sequence where we explore Fincher's new workshop with his monster maker ovens and stuff like that. I think that would be great. His clay workshop, we get to we could do great Easter eggs. He has like a table and he puts clay figurines, and we can see monsters of Power Rangers villains past, right? So maybe we have the pig that had the helmet. Maybe we have some other iconic kaiju monsters there. I think that would be really, really good. The creations of the first Putty Patrol, right? The slow process there. I think. Listen, I think giving Finster a separate workshop, I think it's great. I think it adds something to the palace. We see Goldar. Maybe she has minions there. Maybe we see the first putties. Goldar giving the putties instructions on the throne room. We see the throne room in its glory. We give Rita a proper throne. We give her. We get to see the production of her telescope. And when it's all done, when it's all finished, she goes, "Now to conquer Earth." And that's how the episode ends. Mossy, what do you think of my idea?
I like that. That's a cool way to start it. I'm loving it.
Yeah, it sets up the threat, right? And we have 35, 40 minutes to play with, so let's just do this properly, right? Yeah. Finster's workshop in this context would be amazing, right? And the Easter eggs just would put it over the top, and getting to see how all this stuff is done, right? I like the idea of not changing Goldar at all, because Goldar, why would you change Goldar? Right? Like, he was like with the big great sword and the wings and the gold armor, he was great. The only thing I would change on him, don't make his face light blue. I would change it to just black blue or black instead. So that's the first episode. The Day of the Dumpster. Episode 2 is called Mossy. What's episode 2 called? The Coins of Power. Boom. Aha! From now I'm gonna.
You beat me too. I was trying to get to the notes.
Yeah. Coins of Power. So, the episode opens with a track and meet.
Okay.
That's where the episode ends. Episode begins. A track meet, and we see a track meet going on. We see jocks pounding each other's chest, like chest bumping, doing jock stuff. The coaches just telling the students where the referee. We have referees there. We have instructors there. It's a track meet. On the bleachers, we see Jason Lee Scott, our first Ranger. 13 years old. He may look like a jock. That's the point. He doesn't really he's not really grooving in this environment. He's not vibing. He's in this environment because he looks the part, and he looks out on the field and he just sighs. He doesn't really like all this stuff. And he looks on the ground in the grass, and his hands, we can see his hands touch the grass, and he feels around, and he picks something up, something silver, something gold, and he looks on it, and we can hear in his mind as he's looking at the face, which is a Tyrannosaurus Rex, something growling in his head. So what he does, he gets the coin. He brings it to him closer. He shakes his head, and he pockets the coin. Then we flash to a community center. And we see a dance competition. People in the crowd, kids dancing on the dance floor, break dancing, all that kind of stuff. We focus on one individual who's dancing. He's moving, but he's not really watching what he's doing. He's not really concentrating. He's moving before he thinks. And he stumbles and he falls. And we hear an announcer goes, we hear an announcer giving points to everyone. And we hear Zach, his last name, Zachary, penalized the point because falling and just like not concentrating on his performance. He's rushing. He's not slowing down. He's not paying attention, and he's not thinking correctly. His body is moving before he does. So we flash then outside that very community center, and him walking home. Stupid. I always do that. I always screw up the spin. Come on, Zach. Come on. And as he's walking, he's walking by a garbage can, and something glints at him as he's walking by, and he's looking, and he goes right up to the garbage can. He's like, "This is stupid. I'm gonna get sick, man. It's gonna be disgusting. It's gonna be gross." And he puts his hands in, and he takes something just on top of the garbage can, and he flips it over, and it's a silver goldish coin. And on the face looks like a mastodon. And inside his head, he hears something. He's not sure if it's real or not. He says, "This looks cool." And he pockets it. Then we head to a traditional Japanese house. And we hear people yelling, talking to someone in the house. So we go in the house, and sitting down is young Trini Kwan being talked to by her parents in Japanese. It's all subtitled. Your culture is rich, Trini. Why do you want to reject it? Why don't you want to learn our beautiful language? Why don't you? It's tradition. Tea is tradition. And they're trying to talk to her, and she says in English, "It may be your culture. It's not mine. I was not born in Japan." And she gets furious. She gets mad. and she leaves the house. She slams the door. And she goes in the backyard to cool off. And she looks up at her mother's wind chime, shining all the colors. The sun is hitting it. But she notices something in the wind chime. Something's glinting at her. She reaches up and she takes, it looks like something's loose, and she takes it, and it's a golden silverish coin. And on the face looks like an animal, ancient animal. Looks like a saber-toothed tiger, but she doesn't know what a saber-toothed tiger. Well, she may have known from school, and it doesn't growl at her. It purrs at her. It's very important. It purrs. It doesn't growl. It's not aggressive. It purrs at her. It's almost like whatever is this coin, whatever is in her head, even though it's purring, it's almost saying, relax, calm down. And she does. She doesn't know why, but that purr kind of soothes her soul a little bit. Then we flash to a lab. We see someone having way too many books open and calculating himself into oblivion. We don't know what he's saying. It's all bullshit. It's like pi is equal square. This person looks like he's overthinking it. And it's Billy. Because of course it is Billy. And he sounds like he's overcomplicating the answer. He's trying to make new equations out of nothing. And he goes back in his chair at one point, and he takes off his glasses, and he rubs his eyes, and he puts his hand down. And he feels something under his palm. And he lifts it, and it looks like a coin. And he takes it, and he flips it over on its face. It looks like a triceratops with glasses and a monocle.
A monocle?
Yeah, it looks like to be glasses and a monocle. Because I think that would be fucking adorable and hilarious.
I like it.
I mean, come on, like that would be really, really fucking hilarious. So he analyzes it, and then he pockets it. Now we flash to a gymnasium, a junior Olympic qualifier. We see somebody on the beam performing a flawless routine. Dismounts. We see 10, 10, 10, and everybody cheers. The announcer declares the winner, getting a flawless 30 out of 30, Kimberly Hart. The winner of this junior Olympic qualifier meet is Kimberly Hart, and everybody celebrates. Her parents celebrate with her. She's not celebrating though. She's not celebrating. She's like, oh my god, I screwed that dismount up. I'm lucky nobody caught. She didn't do anything. She's flawless. She is too hard on herself. She's like, oh, I dismounted. So wrong. So wrong. I'm lucky they didn't catch it, or I would have been knocked out of this. And her parents just can't understand where she's coming from. Like, baby, like, sweetie, you did amazing. I didn't do amazing. I was lucky. And she walks she walks into the locker room to get changed. As she's getting changed, she gets her towel out and all that kind of stuff. But in her bag, she sees something. In her duffel bag, she sees something. And it glints at her. She reaches in the bag and she says, "It's warm. It's very warm." And she looks at it, looks at the face. It's a pterodactyl. Looks like a pterodactyl. And it coos at her in her head. Doesn't cry, doesn't growl, coos at her. And she looks at it and she pockets it and she begins to gets dressed, gets finished getting dressed, and that's the episode. Mossy, your thoughts?
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm liking the setup we're going for so far.
Right?
It's cool.
It's getting to know all 5 of them, right? How the coins found them, right? What are all the characteristics of these 5 kids, right?
Yeah.
And how all the coins found them. Like Billy finding his coin right in front of him was great. Like, I really love that. Trini finding her coin in a chime that's shining, right? A wind chime, right? And the cat doesn't growl, purrs at her. Right? It's not like we're not acting like they're MacGuffins at all, right? They found these kids for different reasons, right? It's not a want, it is a need, right? Jason looking like a jock, but he's not a jock, right? Zachary, his body moves before his. Billy doesn't calm down. He doesn't look at the answer right in front of him. He thinks the answer is way off in the distance, right? Kimberly Hart, right, has this big heart, but she doesn't understand she has this big heart, right? She thinks that she has to be perfect all the time, right? So we're getting different characteristics of these kids and what they are like, right? Because we can. We're not relying on the Sentai footage. We could do really cool stuff. And we could, 30, 40 minutes, boom, that's your runtime. That's your episode. So we move to the 3rd episode. We make you wait for it. It's morphing time. So we go beside Angel Grove, California. And yes, it's not Angel Grove, Hawaii. It's Angel Grove, California. We start in the forest, one of the forests of Angel Grove, California. It's a city. It's a small city. Probably, I would say 300,000. That's a good size. We go deeper into the forest and we see it looks like to be a ancient Mayan temple, right? We have some Easter eggs on. We can have some Easter eggs on. Absolutely, about the old command center, but this is actually. It looks like a temple, right? Something that has been around for thousands and thousands of years. So we go into this ancient Mayan temple, and as we go into it, we see everything. We see lights. We see panels opening up, coming to life. It's bigger. It looks bigger than the old command center because, of course, it does. The stones light up. The walls light up. Then soon after, 5 teleportations come, and they all fall to the floor. As this is happening, we go around the world now. We see natural disasters happening on extreme level earthquakes, fires, storms, events unnatural to each area. We go to Japan, we go to China, we go to Canada, we go to the States. All this stuff happening on an alarming extreme level. And then we head back to the command center. And all the kids are getting up. Jason's like, ow, that hurts. And they all get up and they all clock each other. They've been friends for about a year and a half now. And Jason goes, Trini? Kimberly? Kimberly goes, Billy? Zach? Oh, God. And Zach gets up and he goes, what's up, girl? I'm glad I fell because I'm glad I fell and you were here because it looks like I fell for you. And then Kimberly's like, this again. This is going to be a constant beat where he tries to cheesy like dad flirt with her and she just rolls her eyes. I just think it would be a great bit. And Billy looks around. It's like, where are we? And then we hear somebody wheeling in. It is Alpha 5, but it's a redesigned Alpha 5. He doesn't have legs. You know what? Mossy, you know Johnny 5?
Johnny 5?
Yeah.
I'm not sure I know that one.
Oh, you know Kamen Rider and you don't know Johnny
I know,
5. I don't understand you.
I know of Kamen Rider. I haven't really watched much of it.
Yeah, but you don't know Johnny 5 from Short Circuit.
No, the name sounds familiar, but I'm not sure.
Oh my God. Okay, well on your phone, look at it.
Okay, hang on.
Look up the picture. That's your punishment.
Okay.
That is your fucking punishment. And you know what I'm going to be talking about.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see it.
So
yeah,
it's a fusion between the two, right? We don't have the ridiculous head plate of Alpha 5. Maybe it's smaller. Maybe it's more defined. But he doesn't have legs. He has that kind of cart thing where he can wield around. And he has a little bit of sass to him. He goes, oh, great. Overly emotional humans. Teenagers. And Trini's like, we've been not here for 10 minutes and I don't know what this is. And Billy's like, it looks like to be a fully functioning automaton. Like he just goes way too much detail. It's like Kimberly, like, Billy, for the people that don't speak your language. And Trini goes, Android. Kimberly's like, thanks, girl. No problem. And then we have a big spark to life. And we have not a floating head, but something that looks like it belongs in the temple. Kind of like a cross between like a totem, like a face of a totem and human characteristics, like a Mayan totem pole. I think that would be really, really cool, and that would be really, really clever. And he goes, welcome, Rangers. And everyone's freaked out. And just like, whoa, wait, what did you just say? And he says, the world is in peril. The world is in trouble. And Alpha's like, and we picked some teenagers and Zordon says, we didn't pick anyone. The coins picked you. Every one of you has a flaw. But every one of you has a strength that is to be uncovered. Jason Lee Scott, you may look like a jock. You may look like one of them, but you are not one of them. You have a heart of a leader. Trini Kwong, konnichiwa. I think that would just be cool. It doesn't speak any more than that. It says konnichiwa. You have a rich heritage. You have a rich culture. But that does not mean that that should define you. Embrace it. But you can embrace something without having it define who you are. Zachary, Zach, you are good. You have the flow. You have the rhythm and flow. You just need to learn the patience to go along with that rhythm and flow. Billy, you're smart. You're a genius. I foresee you doing great things in your lifetime. But oftentimes, the answer is right in front of you. And sometimes, a lot of times, you do not need to create new calculations. The wisdom is within you. You just need to harness it. And he smiles at Kimberly. Kimberly Hart, your heart is your biggest asset. You just need to notice it. You do not need to be perfect all the time. Your heart will guide the way. And for that reason, the coins chose you. We did not choose anyone here. The coins chose you for this reason. And we hear the viewing globe. And Jason goes, "What's happening?" The viewing globe. Rita has sent her minions down to cause havoc and harm upon this world. It is up to you to stop her. Alpha 5. And Alpha 5 brings little shiny objects called morphers. And Zordon says, place the coins in the middle of the morphers. And if you choose, say the name of your chosen creature, the creature that found you, and you will be transformed into a fighting force. But it is up to you to choose. But the world needs you, Rangers. And they all take the morphers and coins, and Billy goes, "Oh, interesting." Zachary says, "Oh, this is kind of blingy and cool. Maybe this will help me flirt with Kimberly more." Kimberly rolls her eyes and puts her coin in your dreams, lover boy, in your dreams. One day I'm gonna make you blush. And Trini just rolls her eyes and puts her. And Kimberly watches the viewing globes they're gonna hurt a lot of people. And Jason says, "Well, if we're the only ones that can stop it, and if these coins chose us, maybe we can try it." And they're all scared. They're not saying yes because they're 13 years old. And we get that iconic moment. Well, I guess we could try it, and everybody agrees. And Jason stepped forward, Like, all right, guys, let's do it. And then he says it. It's Morphin time! And then they all say their animal name. But the animations, because we could play around with this, Bossy, can make it cool. You can make it look so cool. I'm bringing you in.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, right? I'm thinking when Jason says his name, we see like a big Tyrannosaurus Rex comes at him, and he's like scared, and it bites down, and it reveals the armor.
Ooh.
I think that is really cool, right? Zach Mastodon could wrap him up in those tusks, and the armor comes out of that, right?
Yeah.
Trini Kwan, I would imagine the saber-toothed tiger swirls around her, races around her, and out of that comes her armor, right? Billy, the Triceratops would like absolutely let's have the monocle and glasses, and just like what are you doing? Trying to troll me? And then picks him up, and puts Billy on his back, and then the armor comes from that, right? And but Kimberly could, because she wants to show off, does a flip up in the air, lands on the pterodactyl, and the pterodactyl could expand the wings, and then the armor comes from that. What do you think?
That's cool. No, I like all of those.
Yeah. Because we could play around with it, right? 35, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So they go down to Angel Grove. The putty patrols are there, and let's make this more like a Halloween horror thing, right? Like, it's not like the original putties were very scary, but they're black. Let's have the faces are like putty, right? Are like Play-Doh. Let's make it more horrifying. What do you think, Mossy? Let's make it more horrifying.
Yeah.
Like, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? Like, just like clay creatures? Like, what do you think what the putties should look like?
I like the clay idea for sure.
Yeah.
Like they start as like blobs.
Yeah,
almost.
no. Yeah, they're like this. They're like mimes, but really freaky looking mimes. And they go like this, right? But the faces look like distorted and like clay, right? So the Rangers are there before any damage to anybody can happen. And let's face it, they look horrifying. They feel horrifying, but they are Ken and Father. Now, the Rangers, remember, at this point, they're not a team. Yet. They beat the putties, but you can see they're not coordinated at all. So they eventually beat the putties. And then Goldar shows up. And he absolutely walks through them like nothing. Okay, he walks through all of them. He kicks the shit out of all of them. Okay? He really, really does. He beats the fuck out of them. And this is not like the old Rangers where we see nothing but a little black on their no. This is like a 10-minute fight, and by the end of it, we have gouges on armor. We have the helmets dented and beaten. We can see sparks coming out of the helmets, and they're all down. Goldar launches Zach into a tree, kicks Jason to the curb, literally, backhands Trini, punches Kimberly into a wall. It's very visceral and very violent. And they're all down. They're all clutching their ribs. And Goldar goes, children, not so tough now. And he gets his sword out because he didn't need his sword. And Rita says to him something. We can't hear what she says. But But Empress, yes, I understand. You are lucky today, Rangers. But know this: when we next meet, you will die. And he just vanishes. So we cut to the command center, and we have bandages on everybody. Ribs are taped up. Uh, people are, because I mean, we don't have to worry about the Sentai footage. We can make Goldar should be a threat, dude. Yeah, like I'm sick of, you know, I'm sick of the old power. Oh, there's no. There's damage. We're gonna show this off as this is something absolutely real. So they're recovering, they're smarting, they're hurting. We get like wraps. We see wraps on everyone. And Zordon says, "So now you understand what you are facing. The world needs you, Rangers. But if you decline, you can leave. What say you?" And Jason is smarting a little bit, and he goes, "We have to, guys." And Kimberly is crying. She's crying so much because of the pain she is in. She goes, "We have to speak to them. We have to speak for them. We have to fight the battles that they can't. I don't want to do this. I want to go home. I want to just be a regular teenager. I don't want to do this. But I don't want to see people getting hurt." So I'm in. And one by one, the Rangers come to that conclusion. They can't let anyone get hurt. They have to do this. Not they don't want to do this. It's very clear they don't want to do this, but they have to do this. And that's the episode ends where everybody agrees and everybody puts their hand in the middle, and that's where the episode ends. Not with a victorious lap around the world, but an acknowledgement that they have to do that. So that's it. What do you think, Mossy, of those first 3 episodes?
I like that a lot. That was really cool.
What do you think about that 3rd episode where it's like, whoa?
I love that, how they realize the reality of what they're dealing with. That's really good.
And all the bandages and
Yeah.
everything.
Oh yeah.
I think that's good. Like Kimberly just breaking down. She doesn't want to do, because of course,
Yeah.
like in reality, like soldiers, like you talk to anyone,
Yeah.
like in the army, they don't want to be there, but they have to. And this is, I just love those moments. Like hands are in the circle. They don't want to do this. It's very clear that they don't want to do this at all. What was your favorite episode out of the 3?
I think I like the 3rd one the most,
Okay.
because I like the first 2 since they were more set up, and the 3rd one was all a lot of payoff for that setup.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's easy to like that sort of thing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I just love those kind of things. Like as a writer, just I love, like, it's very clear that they don't want to do this. And I just love the setup we're doing. And making people wait for the 3rd episode, I think that's really good.
Yeah.
I think I love the morphing animations. That's probably really, really cool for me.
Yeah.
And I think you can make that really look really good.
Yeah, I like that.
And people that are wondering, Mossy is an animator. However, you're probably like, oh, we're going to animate these highlights. So every second of film shot is 20, 25, 30 seconds on set. And it sort of works that way in animation.
Similar.
It's very expensive. So probably not.
Depending on the quality, it also
Depending on the
go up.
quality, and I would want quality.
Yeah.
And it's probably not going to happen, and I'm not letting him do anything for free. So if things work out going forward, maybe. And it's maybe, because some of these animations take maybe though maybe. So if we do something, it's gonna take a lot of time to do. But let us know what you thought down below in the comments section about these 3 episodes. Did you like it? Did you not like it? We will see you Monday. Until then, guys, Ugg Club for life. Peace.
Rebooted world, fanboys buzzing, they're watching close. Can